things appear to be calming down in the league, shall we say. We're playing Wigan and Accrington Stanley today. Let's pick things back up. Welcome back. Episode 3 of our new, wonderful Cadbury's Heroes. As I mentioned in the intro, we've got 2 games. One of them is against a pretty big team. From my memory, a pretty big team. The other one, if we're being honest, they're only known because of an advert from about 30 years ago. But we're going to make sure we beat them both equally. We'll put them both on the same level field. Because we're going to slap them both. We just start. As it stands, and since you were last with me, we played Salford and we got a 2-2, which I thought was a decent result. Goals from our left mid, as he was at the time, El Morsi, and Mika Beereth getting another for the season. We then played Southend in the Papa John's Trophy, where Scotty Briggs got a brace and then got sent off. This was literally the day after I didn't include him in my league squad. That's the word I was going for. So he was like, yeah, I'll show you wrong, boss. And I felt a bit of a plonker up until the 91st minute. And then I got over it. We then played Gillingham in the league, which had a attendance of 5,000. Jeez. We lost 1-0. I don't think it was too bad. I don't think it was thrashing by any means. If anything, yeah, we had the better of the game, but we just didn't score. So it's kind of story of one of those sort of games. But as I say, Wigan today. Just before we jump into that, I have had a few extra transfers to advise you of. No other sales. Omar Dodds still hasn't had a game for Bristol City, but kind of to be advised. We'll have a little look at the clauses as well while we're here. Why the flip not? We can't sell any of them. However, if Damien Brady plays another game, we'll have to play Man City £0. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Regarding the sales, Scotty Briggs, we brought him in, and he's not very good. I didn't realise he was a signing that I've made. It's really bad man management, haven't it? Brought him in, didn't get him in the squad. Now he's annoyed. But it happened, so don't worry about it. We then had Lee Nichols that's come in, backup goalkeeper. However, he did at the point of purchase become my best goalkeeper, but I'm probably going to still try and play Grashik over the top of him. And we had Roberto Wilkes, fantastic name. I haven't sorted out the faces, evidently. But he looks the part. He is only 5'10", but he's got a decent jumping reach and decent heading, so I think he'll do a job back there anyway. And I may push him forward into this kind of ball-winning role, maybe the holding role, if we need to go a little bit more defensive in some games. For Wigan, we'll play Nichols in goal, Clark, Wilkes, Stevenson and McBride across the back four, Jarrett and Durkin outside of Jonjo and Bawadu. Yeah, he's a new signing. Completely forgot to tell you about him. He's coming in on loan from Newcastle, and he is awesome. He just is. He's going to be our own little Kante. Decent tackling. Amazing work rate. Fantastic stamina. He's just not going to stop running, and I'm a fan of that. And he's also got 15 free kicks as well, just to add to it. Still can't be a penalty taker, though, because we don't have penalty takers. We just don't. And then we have Beereth supporting McGregor as our strikers today. So we're almost 20 minutes in. Wigan are actually 18th in the league, so they're not doing particularly well this season so far. So hopefully we can kind of capitalise on that. They had a throw-in. It's been cleared pretty lackadaisically. No one's chasing it up as well. Lapsley, Stevens. I'm a fan of them just kind of faffing about by the halfway line. I mean, there's no danger there. It's just when they start pushing, and we need to be aware to cancel that out when that does happen. But it's made its way up to McGregor up top for us, who, again, is chasing very lazily. I'm not sure why all our players look like they're asleep. We haven't played a game recently, so I don't know. Everyone just looks like they want to have a nap. just past the half-hour mark. There's a throw-in for McGurk with them. Puts it to Hackney and it's made its way back to him. Their centre mid puts it through to the striker. And he... I was preparing to say that he's having a shot. Put a fantastic ball through to Kovacev. And our new goalkeeper has just done this monstrosity. It literally went through his legs. Like, brilliant 1-2 between these. Our defence caught slipping, and what's Nichols playing at though? What's he doing? It's almost half time. We've got a corner out on the right, left actually. Durkin put it into Wilkes, scored a header. 5'10", scored a header. Told you he'd be decent in the air. Don't need to worry about it. Hackney, get out of here. It's 1-1. Looking at the stats at half time, it's definitely in our favour. Wigan have scored their only shot, and they shouldn't have done so. Shot on target anyway. I'm just not particularly happy about that. I'm just not. Look how defensive they are. Look how aggressive we are. And yeah, it's 1-1. 50 minutes. They've got a free kick about 25 yards out. Kovacev's over it. He's had a pop. Oh, and he's hit the woodwork. And Clark just runs over and whacks it out of play. It is coming up to the hour mark now. We've got an attack. Boadu has been tackled by Lapsley. He's put it through to Derby and Clark's just ran straight past him, but that's fine. Get yourself back in position. Hackney's through in on goal and he's put it wide. I think it's probably substitution o'clock. I'm only going with the one sub. I'm bringing in Sol for McGregor. I can't really see anyone else that I want to take off. Maybe, do you know what? I am actually. Jarrett can come off for Brady because he's a bit tired. And he's not been fantastic. It's not been poor. Let's freshen things up. About 15 minutes left. We've got the ball out on our left-hand side. It's put through to Shelby. Back with McBride. Good ball through to Durkin. Being tackled. Beereth puts it into Sol, who kind of turns and has a bit of a limp shot that's blocked immediately. Brilliant ball through to Brady. Put it across to Beereth, and I'm almost 100% sure that Sol blocked that shot. It was Brady who was offside anyway. Just the 5 minutes left. I'm going to encourage him. I think we're just going to kind of let it run through. A draw against Wigan I'm more than happy with. I know they're weaker than us in the league at the moment, but stature-wise they are considerably a stronger club than we are. Accrington Stanley are currently 1 point ahead of us in the league. And if we beat them, we'll go back ahead. Simple as that. Simple as that. Hartlepool, who came up with us, they are currently down in 16th, but they are not far behind us at all. They're playing away at Tranmere today. I mean, it's all good. We're doing all right. We're doing what we need to. We're currently the 18th favourite club to be promoted. It's not a sentence. But we're doing all right. We haven't got anyone in the Media Dream 11 still, which is kind of to be expected. They deem our best player to be Sadiq Boadu and then Roberto Wilkes. Understandable. Also, neither of them are mine, so there's also that. We're still playing out at Damson Park. And you know what? Still absolutely love these kids. All over them. Look at them. Beautiful. If we're being honest, we're not going to be playing Nichols in this game, are we? They're suggested to do so. I suggest otherwise. And I'm the one picking the team. So we've got Grashik in goal. Clark, Wilkes, Stevenson, McBride across the back four. Jarrett, Durkin out wide. Shelby, Boadu in the middle. And Beereth supporting Sol as the strikers. It's a pretty familiar looking team. It's not going to change much throughout the course of the season unless we get Joe McGregor scoring an absolute bagful, or if one of these players that are in our youth or supporting roles decide to start doing a madness as well. 20 minutes gone. We haven't had a highlight yet. And looking at the stats, it's not looking particularly comfortable either. I mean, something's happening. Boadu's putting a free kick from the left-hand side. Goalie's claimed it very comfortably. That is, according to the fact that it had a highlight, the most exciting things that's happened all season. That was a massive overestimation, wasn't it? All game. Sol's through. It's a goal. Okay, that explains the highlight. We're 1-0 up. Jamie Sol has he's put some life into the party. Good ball out here from McBride. See his man in the open. Durkin, one touch. Fantastic ball through. Sol, again, one touch. Slips it in the corner. It's 1-0. We're tickling up towards half-time. Hartlepool were also winning as well, I've just seen. It's good for our promoted teams. Tommy Smith, completely guessed the first name there. We might find out. I might completely forget. Puts the ball forward for them. Gills through on goal. And that is what I want from a goalie. None of this fumbling and leading it through your legs, what the other plunker was doing. A fantastic save from Grashik. It gave him a corner. And our players just ran over and put his face through it. Another highlight, just before half-time. They've got a throw-in. Stevenson, I was going to say, again, clears it. But there was the limpest clearance going. And they scored from it. It's not what wanted to happen. When Stevenson ran over here, I was like, oh, good work, lad. Stick your foot through it. No, he's flapped at it. Brilliant touch. And the other centre-back just stood there when Gill brought it down and smashed it into the corner. It's no longer 1-0. However, there is another highlight. Sol puts it across. Beatrice snuck it in. It's 2-1. We're back in the lead. Accrington Stanley? Who are they? Get out of here. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Throwing. They're all over the place. They're thinking, oh, banging. We're going in half time. 1-1. No, you're not, lads. It's 2-1. Beatrice has got us back in the lead. What a champ. Look at the stats. Look at him. Yep, in our favour. Because we're smashing it. Don't care. Don't care if they scored an equaliser on 45 minutes. We got us back in front. Literally a minute later. Look at this. Look at it. We're fifth. What on earth are we doing up there? I'm getting a bit concerned that we're a bit too good. We just are. A good ball put in from, I believe, a volley to find their player's head. And it struck the post and went just wide. We are at substitution o'clock. So we're going to pause up. No, we're not. We're going to watch this highlight. Then we're going to pause up and make a substitution. Clark's throwing it over to Jarrett, into Boadu. Is he going to have a pop? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that wasn't great. Another highlight straight away. Roberts plays it short to Selvey. Not Shelby. He's ours. Through to Tony Smith. He's popped it through to Craig. Good ball inside to Gill. And Boadu there doing his Kante-esque things. Kyle Jarrett. Oh, he's sent their guy for a hot dog there. Durkin, McBride. Are you going to use Shelby? Of course he is. Fantastic ball. It wasn't fantastic, was it? If it was fantastic, it would be on my player's foot now. Also, Spinelli's through for them. Don't know how that's happened. Block. Shelby. Clearance. I'm all over the gaff. Two things. We've taken Shelby and Jarrett off for Azaz and Brady respectively. And secondly, we're going to find out what their left back's called. Tommy Smith. Told you. I knew it. It's not the same Tommy Smith that played for Ipswich. Oh my God, it is. I'm sure he was mega old. Well, there you go. He's apparently not as old as I thought he was. Right, I've had to pause because I was certain that Tommy Smith was not only old, but also a Kiwi. Turns out he is. And he also played for Ipswich. And that's a completely different Tommy Smith that played for Ipswich. So there's two of them, apparently. And the young one seems to be very good. So, well, for Ipswich's level, so it means like at most a championship player. Beerith has collected a throw-in. Durkin's been put through. He's had it put back across to Sol, who then just kicked it straight down the middle of the goal. Roberts, for them, is going to walk really slowly and then busted speed and, oh God, he nearly put them through. I would have been all sorts of upset if they'd have scored that. Clark puts it back to his centre-back. Hopeful ball to the striker, but it's found Beerith's head, who puts Sol through. And, Jesus, Durkin tried a little dinky-dinky from about 30 yards there, and the goalie was just enough on it. Piers throws to Spinelli, to Maley, I think that was. Beerith, I mean, I'm not sure what he's trying there. Could have just turned around, smashed it upfield, tried to put it across. Piers has put it inside. McBride's cleared. Right, so Beerith and Sol against their two defenders. Who's going to come out on top? Sol's through. Sol scored the goal. We came out on top. It's 3-1. Who needs them? Accrington Stanley need to get themselves in a bin. Get out of here. It's too easy. Sol looks like he's been forced off. And I was like, well, that's gone. Goes for another run. Gets past his man, Beereth puts it through, he takes 1 or 2 touches, slips it past the goalie. Happiest of days. We win in another game, and we're only just off the automatic promotion spots, which is quite ridiculous. The game's finished, it's 3-1, and we thoroughly deserved it. Considering I wanted to finish 22nd, anything above that would have been a bonus. We're 4th. It's a bit daft. I know there's only 8 played, but still, it's not bad at all. Game-wise, we're going to return for, I'm thinking, Wrexham and Chelsea. It's a hell of a jump. We've had 3 episodes already, and we're only just 2 months in. So we'll have a big old jump, and we'll see if our good form has continued. If you have enjoyed that, give me a like, subscribe, flick the bell, and thank you very much for your time.